Hey everyone, hope you're all doing okay. I know, like, I'm just want to do some dishes here. Oh crap! See, I'm doing some dishes here, so don't mind this weird angle. Anyway, though, so there's no issue. This is the water running here, so don't mind that. But anyway, though, so apparently my neighbor across the hall here moved away. I kind of knew she was doing it. I kind of knew. I saw her family. I saw helping her move in a truck. But just like seeing that happen, it kind of makes me draw comparisons a little bit. This is just me, by the way. My mind is full of things. It is kind of weird comparing to my last apartment. How very wow, is this somebody moving out? I don't know that person. All I know, her name is Ellie. She is there from home, and I said hi to her every now and then, but that was it. Compared to my last apartment, Maddie and Mary, I knew them pretty well, almost too well actually. And, it was, they had those, it was that was the whole thing too. So it's just weird, but a good weird. Actually, not even good weird, just a good thing that I don't need to instantly make connections with everyone I meet, especially my neighbors. Those connections aren't needed, I don't need to, be friends of some of these people, and that's who are my neighbors. I can just say, hey, how are you doing? And just move along, And so to me, as I'm moving here, as I'm moving along in my life, and just, that first apartment I had, it was a learning experience. So this is a thing right here, apologies. But, it was a learning experience, You learn how to deal with certain things, certain situations, Some people are different, see how wildly different people are. Me at the time, I just came off, leaving that horrible group home, and then this completely unique, completely life situation where I'm just living my life and dealing with neighbors who are much louder than me, who are more rowdier than me at times. They're more maybe boisterous, but more free-spirited, probably as well. They get drunk, they get high, they have parties, they talk about things maybe you don't repeat to them, but maybe you're concerned about things, but it is what it is, And maybe or maybe their friends say stuff in the hallway that, oh wow, what is he saying that, So it's like, you learn life, it's the life lessons you learn them, But no, but it just puts things into perspective, It's just nice to know, I just but personally, I don't know, but I never know, so just a weird thing. I just want to make this small video, just to say, hey, this is a little difference from when I lived before, and I like it. I don't need to have a connection with anybody. I don't need to have those sort of connections. I can just, hey, how's life? Oh, I'm doing good. Have a good day. Yeah, you too. It's nice. It's nice. And as I use these video streaming platforms, granted, I haven't monetized on these yet. I'm getting close to them on YouTube, I think. But I just like to use these as just a diary of my life, And so I do get concerned if I start monetizing on YouTube. Maybe I could not monetize some things just because I like this being just like, oh, this is what happened in my life. This is like what happened. I don't need to monetize every goddamn thing on a phone app or on an app, But it's nice to know, so. But no, it's just interesting and nice to know that this is interesting. But no, it's just, this is real life thing, and, this happens, it's life, people move out, move in on real life, some even across the street or the way. And you know what? You don't know those people, and sometimes you're not meant to. Sometimes those people, sorry about the sign up there. Sometimes you're not meant to know those people. There is people who you see, like acquaintances, but not even that. And yes, in case I'm just wondering, I am autistic. That's why I'm on the spectrum or whatever. I don't usually say it too much on TikTok or even on YouTube or anything. I don't feel I need to. I feel people can ask, they can ask. But yeah, it's but no, but it's like, just stuff life happens and life keeps rolling on. and you just roll the punches, and hopefully you make good of it. You know, you make good of life. You know, and so you know, it is what it is. So anyway, also tomorrow I'm going to this Minibar thing, this like tech convention. I know tomorrow's free comic book day too. But I think I think for now I might have to, I was thinking of going to take it left to like a comic book store to get that, but that convention is going to take up the whole day tomorrow, so, as you know too as well, I'm doing a lot there as well. I know a lot of you probably saw my post a while ago, a couple of days ago, how I was having a panic attack, and there's a whole, but now I'm getting better sleep now. I just need better sleep, so I was staying up a little bit too late a whole lot of times. And so I really got to go to bed a lot earlier, a lot more at a bit decent time, and not stay up past 1 or 2 a.m. In fact, even go to bed at like 1 a.m. or even at midnight on a weekend, just so I can keep that level of like waking up good. Because maybe even 11 even. Maybe I'll go to bed at 11. Who knows? Because to me, it's like I don't need to stay up all night. And it's like I keep forgetting that at times. It's like I'd rather have a full day. And then a restful night than having just half a day and then half a night. I'd rather just wake up. I'd rather wake up at like when I first started taking like my syrup pill. It was like that. I'd just wake up. I'd wake up and stuff, and then then it'd be nice. And then I would well, I can wake up a lot earlier now. That I might do too. I might do that as well. I just wake up and go to bed a lot earlier and wake up a lot earlier. So I have more. I'd rather have. I want to try to have better days, like longer full days, and not have to. And then when the 10, 11 comes around, just head off to bed, because I like getting into that rhythm again, where I can do that. Just have good, And I kind of like waking up early again, because now that I don't really, I don't need to wake up. I don't need to go to bed that late. I can go to bed like 10 or 11, even midnight, and then wake up, even on the weekends, wake up at about like 6 or 7, or like 8 or 9, and have a good full day, and do so much. Plus too, like I can do power-ups, I can do like I can do some YouTube stuff, I can do like all this other stuff, and not have to worry about, I can do that, have a good day, have a good full day, and just go to bed nice and restful. To me, I know that I'm not really a morning person or a night owl. It just depends on when I go to bed, and because I don't need much sleep, I'll get enough that so I'll set my alarm for like a little bit later, but then I'll wake up a lot earlier though too, because I'll get enough sleep. Because I can just wake up, get some rest, and there you go. Kind of nice actually, kind of nice. So anyway, in a little bit here, I'm gonna walk to the pharmacy, pick up my pills. I went to my psychiatrist, pick up my psych meds, and then I will go to my general practitioner for my cholesterol stuff, how to get my cholesterol checked. It's that time of the year for me again. See how bad or good my cholesterol is, and to get that taken care of then too as well. Because I'm getting old. I'll be 46. I'll be 46 on May 10th, and right now it's May 2nd, 2025, as I'm recording this here. So, holy crap, I'm old. I'm an old fucking man, that's for sure. An old man I am. Been on YouTube for a damn long time. But anyway, though, I'm just gonna wrap up. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Otherwise, I might do some video from the con I'm doing tomorrow. It's not for work, but it's gonna be cool. It's kind of a cool little thing. I don't mind going there. It's gonna be kind of neat. I'm looking forward to it. So that's kind of cool and stuff. So that'll be cool. So anyway, I hope you all have a good day. Beautiful tomorrow. All that happy stuff. And I hope I can do that. I gotta get a towel for down there. So yackers. Anyway, all of you have a great day. Good tomorrow. Yada yada yada. And okay. Bye. Okay, bye.